Right, hello again. Now, have you noticed I don't go, oh, welcome to my YouTube channel? Have you noticed that? I don't do any of that. quite funny, the other people who do it. And, you know, if you're... we're deadly serious here, so we don't have to do all that fun stuff. If you're doing a fun video, it must be great. Supermarkets. What are you thinking? How come some supermarkets are dead cheap and you get a trolley full of stuff for 50 quid, others are really expensive? Yeah, I mean, we've gone into this a lot. We've got an Aldi here, and you know, it's brilliant. Some of the food is nice. Well, all of it is nice. You know, there's definitely no. You know, once you've got used to changing from your named stuff, you know, we do both now. We go to Aldi and get all the main stuff, and then go to Tesco's to get all the stuff Aldi doesn't sell. But obviously, I think the bigger the Aldi, the more stuff you get. We've only got a small one at the moment. Anyway, here in Milton Keynes, there's massive supermarkets everywhere. You know, I think there's one that the staff use rollerblades or roller skates or something to get from one end to the other. It's so big. Anyway, supermarkets. Why are all the prices different? You know, why are they still sort of changing the prices? And you know, stuff is 50p in one supermarket and £1.49 in another. Why is that? Does anybody know what's going on? Some people say, oh, you know, you get what you pay for. But we've noticed that some of the stuff in Aldi is incredibly good. And the same one in one of the other supermarkets is not. You know, it's not... I shouldn't be saying Aldi really, because we haven't been told by or paid by Aldi or anything. It's just our own, you know. But like I say, you know, we can shave massive amounts off our food bill by going to Aldi. So we do that first. Anything we can't get in Aldi, then we'll go up the road to another one. So yeah, what we want is, and just to give you some idea, some of the factories producing stuff will just change the bottle and say, right, we'll do a big load of stuff for Tesco now, and we'll do a big load of stuff for Aldi later. Same food, different bottle. Is that true? Some say that they make a big vat of soup or whatever. Taster comes along, tastes it, and says either M&S, Aldi, Tesco, name brand, you know, depending on the taste of the soup. If it's really, really good, M&S, or an expensive supermarket, should I say. So, yeah, so there's that too. I mean, there's obviously the distribution costs, there's all sorts of things. Looking at shareholders, you know, once you've got shareholders, obviously they've given you their money, and you can pay for it, pay to buy new buildings for supermarkets and expand. But they want a dividend. So, okay, you've bought all your buildings with shareholders' money, and you know, you've invested in everything, and that's it. But that's it, the end of that then. But from that day on, you've got to pay dividends to the shareholders. So there's always this push to try and get more money out of us, because otherwise the shareholders will sell their shares and your shares will go right down, and I'm not sure what happens after that. In the case of Woolworths, it collapsed. But yeah, and I had quite a few shares in Woolworths at the time. So I want to know from distributors, producers, people who work there, no people sitting on couches thinking they know. I don't want that. Anyone who with solid evidence, or you know, actually knows what happens behind the scenes. Now the EU hasn't seemed to have changed the prices on anything, even these foreign supermarkets. I think Aldi's owned by Germany and Lidl's owned by somewhere out Scandinavia somewhere. But yeah, certainly they've saved us. We can, we can knock 50 quid off our food bill easily, and still get all the little snacks and all the nice things. They might be called, they might look identical, but be called something else, like this. Ballycastle. That's actually Bailey's, but it hasn't got the bite of Bailey's, which for me is good. That's a good one. Strawberry Bailey's, it's like, and that kind of thing. Now that's only £3 or £4 a bottle, whereas the Baileys I get at Christmas is 12. Where what? How come there's such a big difference? Don't understand. So, and in the UFO series, I'll show you how the other planets do it. You might think, oh, it is in that case, but you'll see that it's not like this. Not like we operate here at all. It's completely different. It's worth knowing, because it could be up to 10,000 years in the future. So that's worth looking at. And that was supposed to be on my personal YouTube channel, but it's so important, Project X has asked me to put it on this channel, the one I'm doing this for now. But at the moment, they've asked me to ask the questions on supermarkets. So, and I think that's about it on that. So we want to know, we're going to leave this probably running 2 or 3 years to see exactly what's going on, who has to provide the most money for the shareholders, things like that. I know Tesco's have now had to shut the shops because with no money in the system, obviously the rich are getting richer, the money is being drawn out of us, as we already know. We've already seen it. They say it's a recession, but it can only get worse. While the rich are getting richer, it'll only get worse. So yeah, and Tesco's bosses and all those fat cats are the ones drawing the money. They're the only ones that can afford the shares to get the dividends. The rest of us are suffering. So it's costing us more, basically. I think it was Lidl or Aldi was actually owned by a family before. I'm not sure whether it's shareholders now, but that always drops the price. When they own all the buildings, run by a family, not renting any buildings, because then the rent has to go into the food to pay the rent. So they've got to own the buildings, own it as a family. There's only one person getting rich. That's if he wants to. Some of them don't. And some of them give it back to their, like John Lewis. Don't know whether they still do, but when I worked for John Lewis, we got a bonus because we were all partners. We got paid the profits. So, and if it was a bad year, we didn't get hardly anything. If it was a good year, one year I get 24% of my wages in a lump sum, which is great. Mind you, the wages weren't big. That's another thing. Supermarkets, all the employees seem to be on minimum wage. So, and they seem to be sort of part-time jobs. And everyone I know who works at, I won't say a name, but our local supermarket, or one of the top, more up-class, price-wise that is, not necessarily food quality, all the cashiers say, no, it's a hell of a job. It's a hell of a job. It's not worth it, basically. And it's basic money. So as soon as the government put in basic wages, that's what they all stuck to. Which is unbelievable. So yeah, that's all of it, really. We want to know from anybody who knows anything. Yeah, thanks a lot then. Thanks.